Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Chris and Tammy here. It's always a pleasure and honor to share with you this morning. You probably noticed that we're using a new link for a new channel for YouTube to be able to present on the Friday morning. And you probably noticed also that we're doing the presentation on Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Joel has asked us to take over. Simply because there is so much going on with GotBackup, and he wants to really focus all his attention on where he is needed, and he's going to be coming in as guest speakers on a regular basis. So we want to thank you for joining us here. It's always a pleasure to share again, and we want to welcome all of you from all over the world. Inyo Nam from Ghana, Filara, great to have you here. Always a pleasure. Francis from Ghana. We have Courtney from Ontario, Canada. And of course, Valeria is from Belgium. Great to have you here. So thank you for joining us here, guys. So Tammy, let's share a little bit with everyone how did we get hold of Joel? Or how do we get to know about GotBackup? Let's share a little bit of that story.
Absolutely. So Chris and Tammy here. We're in Daytona Beach, Florida. And we've known Joel, the owner of GotBackup, for many years. We knew him when he had his parent company, which is Global Virtual Opportunities, and friendships for sure. We watched his kids grow up and all of that stuff. But anyways, long story short is he came into the network marketing and online marketing realm around the same time that we did, Chris, way back 25 plus years now. And so he focused on services, and Chris and I went into product-based companies. It's been a couple companies over the years. And so long story short is he contacted Chris and I back, it'll be 2 years in May, saying that something big was just launched and he didn't want us to miss out. And as you can see, it's GotBackup. That's why we're here and presenting and building fast business globally right now. And it's super, super exciting. You're going to see exactly what Chris and I saw that got us excited to want to be part of this. So welcome, everybody.
Tammy and I saw really an opportunity to really empower many, many families globally. Mm-hmm. And we saw the potential for massive growth because of the data age right now. Cloud services is the new trend. As Dr. Aseri say often, is data is the new oil. And I totally appreciate that because it's absolutely true. So it's really time to turn your dreams into reality. And I love this slide here representing what's really happening in people's lives. You can see here the father kind of showing off the set of keys from the brand new home, beautiful family. What about traveling where you want to, not where you can afford to? Right? Where you actually want to go. What about having new members of the family? We understand today it is not easy to plan for groceries and diapers and baby food and everything that goes around, and it's a challenge. And what we're doing here is providing you an opportunity, creating another stream of income. What about retirement? A lot of folks, because of what's been going on through the pandemic days, their retirement has been slashed significantly, and they're looking for ways to subsidize their income, or even to kind of feed their retirement to kind of replace the gap that was created. And that is exactly what Tammy and I have seen with GotBackup for many people around the world.
Yeah, so our goal with GotBackup is really to empower average people like Chris and I. We're average people who made a decision 25 plus years ago that we wanted to take control of our lives. We wanted to work from home. We wanted to vacation when we wanted to. We wanted to make as much money as we wanted to make. And that's the opportunity that GotBackup has for all of you that are looking at it for the first time, or existing members as well. It's such a big opportunity, and timing is everything, you guys.
And the company began in 1997. This is kind of where I met Joel, probably around 2000 or so. And I was renting one of his servers to be able to host a website for my very first network marketing team. We're talking decades ago. And I remember him telling me that they had to move to the US because at the time, as he was growing in his business, there were so many customers that were coming on board that the bandwidth that was supported over there with the infrastructure, the fiber optic on the ground, couldn't support the growth that they were that that they needed to expand. So they went into Dallas. And why? It's because that's where companies like Toyota, companies like Google, and many other companies, big corporation, Microsoft, were actually using this area to have their servers because of the fiber optic that's on the ground to support massive bandwidth. That's like the superhighway traffic. And he invested into a a 10,000 square feet data center. Let's hear from Joel so you hear a better story as to exactly what it is you're investing into and what it looks like.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So come.
So obviously, folks, this video is available in your back office, and I'll share that with you as we end the presentation. And stay to the end, and I will show you exactly how I'm organized and how I use the cloud service. But folks, there's 2 trends that are very important to consider as we do business. What's important here to understand is the first one, Tammy. Let's cover this one here.
Yeah, and this is a major, major trend, is data storage. Everybody is on their devices. It doesn't matter where you go, look around, everybody is on their devices. They're taking pictures or they're creating videos, especially people who are in the social media aspect and creating documents. I mean, everything is paperless today. So you can see the amount of people that are using devices and filling up their phones. And that's the big thing.
That's an understatement. Look at a percentage of global mobile traffic from 2011 to 2023. I know that's getting old, folks, but at the end of the day, that I really like this one because it shows you the traffic from 2011 to 2023, which has grown significantly. Let's get a little closer here. If you look at the size of cloud storage market worldwide, 2022 to 2030, it went in revenue, 90 billion in revenue, close to $500 billion predicted in 2030. That's just around the corner here, folks. Data is the new oil. Let's talk about the cell phone addiction, Tammy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, everybody's got their phones on them. And when we leave the house without them, you can see the percentages are so high of people that when they leave, they go back and they get their phones. I know you can do anything on your phones today. We use our phones to pay our bills now. Everything is automatic. We have a property in Toronto. We keep an eye on our property inside. And there's all kinds of reasons. And you can see some of them right here. But you could see that everybody is using their phones consistently, even in the bathroom. I remember back in the day, you used to have those baskets with magazines. Now everybody looks around for their phone before they go into the washroom. So we're all addicted.
And because of that, folks, the data loss is a growing concern, right? About 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. Folks, that's a piece of your soul that you'll never get back if it was only stored in that device that you carry. Do you understand how significant that is? 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop, cell phone stolen every 43 seconds. Here's another message that could be quite irritating.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And everybody gets them more and more now. So that's the reason why Chris and I were, obviously, we have a relationship with Joel. We trust Joel. We've known him for years. But we were getting these messages, and it's annoying to get these messages. And nobody wants to get rid of good content or great photos or, videos that were taken. Nobody wants to lose their memories. So what do? They keep paying more. So that's why this opportunity and with the GotBackup is so important for everybody to look at.
And the second global trend, folks, here is making more money. We understand that today this is a growing concern with what's happening around the world. Well, the thing is, you can't control what our governments or what institution may do, but you can control what you can do. And GotBackup is one of those opportunities that can really help you. 42% of Americans, folks, have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z, these are our children, also have side business. My daughter is self-employed. What about the rest of the world here, folks? That's what we are talking about here. See, leverage these global trends with GotBackup. That's exactly what this presentation is all about. So, Tammy, as we get into the core product, let's expand a little bit on what we're going to cover.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to mainly talk about the core product, which is the data storage. And the VIP package is for people like Chris and I or anybody out there who want to take your marketing skills to another level. This is it. So the VIP package, he'll go through that briefly. So the main package, the core, is the data storage. So you get 6 terabytes of storage. You on your single account, you can have 5 additional members, which is absolutely amazing for families. Unlimited devices. All of this, you guys, for $10. There's nothing out there that offers this in the world. And on top of it, it also offers a home-based business that pays you to tell other people and talk about timing. Not too many people know about this company, so this is a time to jump in and run with it.
I totally agree, Tammy. And here are the big 3 competitors, folks. The iCloud, Dropbox, and Google Drive. Folks, these are all great services. They all offer within $10 a month, 2 terabytes. We're offering 6 terabytes with 6 separate accounts, which, by the way, you can assign to anyone you want, either family or family member. They don't have to live in the same house, or even in the same country. and it's quite significant. And let's look, these are monthly. Let's look at yearly, right? GotBackup is $99.97, 6 separate accounts, 6 terabytes. The average is about 360, 660, and 260. And again, don't quote me on this exact amount because it could vary, because this was taken about a year ago or so. But you understand that we're very, very competitive. The prices are unbeatable. And something that most people forget is they do not pay you like GotBackup pays you. And we'll cover that in a minute, which is absolutely amazing. Let's summarize what we're offering here, Tammy.
Yeah, so many people spend good money getting nice, fancy stuff to cover the phones and make sure that, you know, we protect it. But at the end of the day, everything is about the inside, right? So we need to make sure that we have a backup. And most people don't. I'm surprised how many people don't, or think that they're okay because they have an external drive. And I've recently had a compromised external drive and lost everything in it, but it was already backed up to GotBackup cloud. So it didn't matter for me. I could reset it and add more stuff. So pay attention to stuff like this. So 6 terabytes of data storage, $9.97 a month. It includes up to 6 people on one account, and each one has their own password, by the way. So nobody has access to see the stuff that they're uploading. And yeah, and you saw the security video. So there's a lot available when it comes to marketing tools that you can leverage when you become a member.
So let's see exactly how simple it is to install this GotBackup device, the app on your cell phone. That applies for the Apple phone or the Samsung Android device. Let's check this out.
This is the quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool, and then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these 3 little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these 3 boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload Only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click Transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty straight.
Folks, as you can see, it is super, super simple to install. Let the software do all the work. Don't complicate things. Just let the tool do the job, and it's going to do an amazing job. You just have to make sure the app's running and your photos are always automatically uploaded. What you see here right now is VTuber. This is part of the VIP package Tammy referenced earlier. It's kind of like having your own YouTube channel where you can start uploading all your videos, and then you can reference them into your email, your social media, and so forth. Phenomenal. This one here is a memory place. This is really awesome where you generate an event, and from there you make the link available. You can also create a QR code. You share this with your audience, and every single individual who has a cell phone can scan the QR code or click on the link and upload all the pictures they're taking from every corner from that event. And then you can make all these pictures available to the entire audience. Absolutely awesome. Now, the promo link here, this is really cool because I'll show that at the end of the presentation where you have all your links available to build your business. Now, what if you would like to change a text or the language or using your own video? Just lots of really fun stuff that you can take advantage of. The other thing here is, let's say you want to have your own domain. I've created GotBackup Cloud or something. I forgot what I call it. The point is I have my own domain and I use that in my social media platform and everything else. Really awesome. So folks, here's what's really the summary of all this. We have the only storage that pays you. That's what we're talking about. We're competitive when it comes to the product, but over and above that, we can make good money sharing GotBackup. As a matter of fact, Tammy are making a living full-time out of GotBackup with properties in Toronto, Canada, properties in Florida, waterfront property. It's amazing how it works. So Tammy, let's cover a little bit of how we make money.
Yeah, so there's 7 ways, as you can see, on earning potential. 3 are highlighted because that's the foundation of building a network. And the rest are bonuses. Chris will go through them briefly, but there's always bonuses as you start helping people. So customer acquisition bonus, that's when you tell somebody about your GotBackup business. You send them your link, they sign up. If they sign up for a monthly, you'll get 200% upfront. So let's just round it off, $10. So you'll get $20 upfront. And if they decide, you know what, I'm going to pay yearly because I'm going to save a couple months of payments, and they pay upfront for the 12 months for $100, and they're going to get 50% upfront. You're going to get the 50% commission upfront. This is huge, you guys. Sponsoring people, there's really good income doing this. And then if they decide right away they want to hop into the VIP and let's get this marketing stuff going like we did, 25% is what you're going to get by introducing them to the VIP package as well. And you can see on the bottom, this is for customers only. People who do not want to be a member, do not want to earn income, you'll get a 25% ongoing. So let me share a couple of examples so you can see how simple it is. So let's say you have 20 people who decided to become partners. They're paying the $10 a month. You get 200% upfront. So $20 times 20 people, you're going to get $400 in commission. And remember, you can have as many people as you want. So keep on bringing people in, especially now. Nobody knows about it. Talk about timing. And customers, same thing. Customers, you get 25% ongoing. So $2.50 or $2.50 from the $10 times 20 people. That's $50 ongoing monthly residual income. Now, you can't complain to that, getting $50 every month by telling that person one time.
I totally agree. And folks, as this continues, and the compensation plan is absolutely brilliant because it's designed to pay more as the company grows. So what's going on is number 2 is what we call cycle earnings. The way this works is we have a 2-team structure, a left side and a right side. When you see indirect referral, that's someone that happens to be above you that might be sharing the same leg. As you know, there's only 2 legs, right, to sponsor. You might sponsor 20, 30, 50, 100. Some have sponsored a lot more. The fact is they end up on the one or the other side. So, for example, you can see the direct on the right side. That's someone you brought in. The one that's indirect benefits from your direct as you're benefiting from someone else's work. This is the beauty of team commission. So let's talk about the cycle bonus. They are 2 tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1, this is where it begins. In tier 2, that's when you get double, more than double what tier 1 pays. And I'll explain to you a little bit more what tier 1 and tier 2 means as far as the differences with income. How do you qualify for that? Well, one is you have to remain active. That means that you're paying your $10 a month or your $99.97 a year, which will qualify you for the next 12 months. So you're basically saving 2 months, and then you're active. Now, number 2 is you need to enroll 2 people, one on the left side, one on the right side. Either they come in with the $10 a month or they pay for the $99.97 for they want to pay for the entire year. You will qualify every single month, regardless of how they choose to come in. Now you need one on the left side, one on the right side. Now you qualify to earn tier 1 bonus. Now, how does that trigger the cycles? Well, you need to have 6 people in your business. Now you need a minimum of 2, one on the left, one on the right, but you need to have a ratio of 4 to 2. What does that mean? That there's at least 4 on one side and 2 on the other. Whenever that occurs, you have 1 cycle. What's the value of a cycle? Well, it's basically based on the company's profitability and your rank. Really, really awesome. And I'll come back to that a little bit later. I know my goal is to cycle tens of thousands of times. If you think of Dropbox, who has over 700 million users, do you understand the potential we have here? We are just getting started. Dropbox been around for a while. We're just getting started here, folks. The potential is limitless. The other ways gets even better. That's what we call cycle match. Number 3, you see these numbers here from $1,000 to $20,000. This is per person. That means that you enrolled a person who grew an organization. So to earn the $1,000, or let me rephrase that, to earn up to $1,000, because you're not going to earn $1,000 the moment you become Sapphire, that's the maximum you can earn. For example, let's just say you sponsor me and I cycle 100 times. Well, let's just say that 25% of that, of 100 times, that's basically 25 cycles. So what's happening if a cycle is worth $3, $2, $1.50, whatever that is, well, that's the amount you will earn. Now, folks, there's some people who are going to be cycling tens of thousands of times over time, folks. That's why these numbers are here. The potential is limitless on how much you can earn with the matching bonus. If you sponsor 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, whatever that is for you, well, whatever rank that you are in and whatever amount of cycles they earn, you can see the cap you can get on each of those individuals. Do you see the potential, folks? And there's other ways, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 is generation bonus. You know, some people say, well, I have this big team on my white side and I don't have much on the other side. Do you realize that you can earn from the big leg? That's what the generation bonus. That happens when you reach goal, by the way. From there, every time someone has paid their $10, you receive 2.5%. Now, as this compounds, folks, it could be massive. Number 5 is exactly number 4, but it goes deeper within the organization. Number 6 is as you reach those ranks, you get a bonus just by maintaining your rank. And number 7 is leadership bonus that gets added on. It's absolutely amazing what we get. Tammy, let's show people how simple it is to grow a business like this.
Absolutely. So if you're evaluating it for the first time, you want to make sure that the person who introduced you to this session, you have their link. So you want to get signed up immediately. And I'm telling you, timing is everything. It's amazing how fast we're growing, and we're going to show you shortly. And so sign up and then get your first 2 people. That's your first goal. Get your first 2 people. And as Chris showed you, there's a 2-team structure. One on the left, one on the right is where how you're going to position them. And then you go and do the same thing. Go and get a couple more people. And then you're going to help the others do the same thing. You're going to teach them. You're going to show them how to access their personal links and how to market. And it's all going to duplicate. And there's a lot of trainings that are available in your back office. There's a lot of support. You'll see at the end, I'll share that. So it's a $20 fee, you guys, $20 a year. It's so little. It's like a fancy coffee, large coffee, right? And so you either decide, I'm going to go yearly or I'm going to go monthly. Most people, you can see it's highlighted in red because most people decide, you know what, I'm just going to pay a year up front so I don't have all the worry or hassle about monthly payments, and you save a couple months worth of payments. So
You know
you can
what's
do it
really
either
cool too?
way. Mhm.
Yeah, you know what's really cool too, Tammy, is you have what we call a wallet within the Got Backup back office. As you start
Mhm.
earning commission, you can pay your membership from the wallet, and you
Okay.
can also turn around and someone can pay you cash if they don't have a credit card, and you can just feed your wallet with that cash, and then from there send them the link to register. It's just amazing the flexibility that's out there. And what you see here, folks, is the prices for the VIP package. Again, that's optional, folks. We use that because we market a lot. It's $39.97 a month for monthly or $399 yearly. Very straightforward and easy to go. We are currently right now between 153 to 155 countries. You carry on, Tammy.
Yeah, I believe we're close to 54, 55. I know every single week we have to look because it keeps increasing, which is super exciting. So think of this, you guys. You're at home, the comfort of your home, sending links to people, connecting with people who know people around the world. And next thing you know, you've got a global business. And in that global business, while you're sleeping, this is the fun part, you guys. While you're sleeping, your business continues to grow because why? Your members are awake and they're working their social networks. So you can see how big this can go globally.
Absolutely. And recognition and achievement is so important. As I mentioned earlier, as a bronze, what happens is that you sponsor one person, either left or right. A copper, this is what you want to achieve. If some of you want to start right now, or you want to help someone get started to make money, make sure they become copper. That means they have sponsored 1% on your left, 1% on your right. The moment you become silver, it's because someone that you sponsored or someone that they sponsored from someone you have sponsored, doesn't have to be the one you brought in personally, but someone that they brought in, you become a silver because someone become copper. And you become a gold when you sponsored 5 people, and out of that 3, doesn't have to be one of your personals, but within your personal sponsorship, became a copper. Boom, you're a gold. You remember generation bonus? That it starts kicking in. As a platinum, you just help someone else become copper. A few more people in your business. Boom, now you're doubling your cycle from a tier 1 to tier 2. Folks, this is really awesome. And as a sapphire, do you recall when I was talking about the cycle bonus match? Well, these are like the matching check we usually call. What's happening is when you're a sapphire, that's where it becomes interesting because now you're earning a percentage of the cycles that the company will match from your personals. This is really awesome. And as you move up to Emerald and Ruby, and many of you here have reached these levels, congratulations. This is where it begins. Tammy, as we continue here, let's share a bit of the support. And by the way, folks, if you like this presentation, this is a brand new channel that Tammy started on Friday. And we started putting some videos and files in there. Make sure you smash that like button, register for it. Just make sure you subscribe so that way you get notification whenever Tammy and I do any special trainings outside of the GotBackup trainings that we do on Saturdays. And as you know, on Wednesdays, we also doing, this is going to be a presentation that's going to be hosted in the GBU channel of GotBackup. This one is our own, and take advantage of everything, folks. Tammy and I have made millions of dollars in this business. We want to help you make money, and there's going to be some things that we're going to teach you and show you into this channel. So do take advantage of that. So Tammy, let's go ahead and talk about the support that we provide.
Yeah, so you're going to have personalized referral links, and you're going to have a personalized landing page, an email marketing system that is built in for free. I know Chris, before we got involved in GotBackup, Chris was paying for systems where he had an email database going out to prospects and team members. And now it's embedded into the GotBackup system. So it's phenomenal to have that in your business. Marketing tools, there's plenty of marketing tools. They're always evolving and adding things for you to leverage on social media. You've got regular online presentations. directly from the company. And we're doing Wednesday nights now. Some of you have showed up to them regularly, are aware that Chris and I are going to be taking over those ones because Joel needs to focus and wants to focus on improving, adding new features, adding new stuff for everybody to grow their businesses. And and on top of it, there's so many international markets growing right now. People are presenting within the company's platform and their own platforms. And so it's super exciting to see the expansion. And of course, team trainings. We do a company team training on Saturday at 10 a.m. And in this platform, we're looking at doing some little extra things here and there. So yeah, click on the subscribe so you'll get notifications if we do anything special, last minute stuff.
So folks, listen, a product that everyone needs in a business that everyone can afford. That's why we said yes to this. Folks, it's time to get started. Let's turn your dreams into reality. And one thing I love to do as we share here, I just realized that I need to hold on here, folks. I just need to add and to share my screen. And for some reason, I didn't do that yet. So I'm going to do that right now so you guys can see this. Because it's really cool the way we are organized with our cloud service. And as soon as this shows up.
So while Chris is doing that, really, it's time to get started. And we saw it right away. We knew that this was going to be massive based on what's the behavior of people in the world today. And everybody has devices. Everybody has devices. And everybody's filling them up. So that, for us, was a no-brainer. That was the clue. And we're still very new, right? So that's why you want to grab a hold of it. Chris and I get timing and we get value of what people are looking for out there. And when you have that combination and you hit that wave of momentum, we haven't even gone into momentum yet, you guys. We're not even there yet. We're just starting the foundation. You are all part of the foundation. And if you run with this and you catch that momentum wave, when we do go in momentum, your incomes are going to skyrocket. We know because we've done this industry for so long. We've been part of momentum and foundation building for years in this industry. That's the part we love the most. Are you ready, Chris?
Unfortunately, the screen it's refusing to share. So I'm going to have to look into all of that. It just keeps coming back with an error message. So it's all good. I wanted to share with you the cloud and how we're organizing everything else. It is not being user-friendly at this particular moment. I just keep getting a browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see what to continue. So I'll figure this out a little later. So we'll end on this note here, folks. We want to thank you for taking advantage of this. And again, this is a brand new YouTube channel, and we want to add a little bit of extra here for you. But keep in mind that every Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, we will be using the GBU YouTube channel. Okay, so that's why if you've noticed a little bit less folks here, it's just because it's a new channel and people are probably trying to figure out where are we, what's going on, what's happening, where's the presentation on Friday. So we'll clarify that as we keep moving forward, folks. We constantly evolve, constantly move forward. Thank you so much for the wonderful feedback, everybody, and have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. And don't miss tomorrow's training. It is a very important training. We're going to be doing the 4th session in the month of February on the 90-day run. It's great information to help you grow a successful, prosperous business. Have a great one. Bye for now.
Have a great weekend.